they come off the ground coming towards him, he said it looked like they were. I met some tailgaters last night as I was heading out from Minnesota and Michigan. Those guys were in total awe of this. They're up there around T1 watching that action. You know, they asked me specific technical details about the truck, and I told them, yeah, LS3 motor, 600 horsepower, 2,900 pounds, 30 inches of travel. And then one of them asked me a technical question that I couldn't answer. Maybe you've got the answer. Is there a beer holder, or is there a special team member in there that holds your beer for the drivers to leave? He just felt like that had to be there.
You know, you would think there was, but seeing that half our drivers aren't even 21 yet.
Good call.
That's not the case. I mean,
no drinking and driving either.
The thing is, you see super trucks here, and you think, man, it's a big party, but it's not. These guys work so hard, and I feel bad for a guy like Blade Hildebrand or Gavin Harlan or Travis Mccoy or Jeff Hoffman. They win a race. Their celebration is maybe spraying around some spiked apple juice or something, but they can't have a drink. But the dads can on occasion things. But these guys they don't even have time. Especially all of our SST technicians, mechanics, engineers, everything. They're just busting tail late into the night last night and this morning, getting the trucks ready. No major damage yesterday, mostly body damage. We did have poor Jeff Hoffman had a great run yesterday. He had a fast truck and looking really good, but. He had a problem with the rear end of his truck as he went into a three-wheel motion on the last lap. Other than that, not too much, but the guys worked really hard getting things together here. And
we joke around about how much fun these look like
to
watch and to drive, but by all means, totally professional paddock, and we certainly invite you to come check those out, especially right after a race. This is one of the groups that if it's safe, they're going to let you up amongst those trucks and get a really close look at this.
Les, you hit the nail right on the head with that one, my man. We encourage you as the fans, come over to the paddock, take a look, meet the drivers. You can touch the truck, stick your head in the window, see what it's all about, see what's going on in the cab of that truck. And we want you to come over. We want you to take pictures. We want you to say hi. A lot of places that we've been year after year after year, which is playing here in COTA as well. We've made friends with a lot of the fans and things of that nature. So,
Boss man having a fun time up on two wheels already.
Great way to make friends. Up on two wheels, right? Everyone wants to hang out with that guy. And that's right there. That's how Blade Hildebrand ended up getting on his roof yesterday after the checkered flag. He had an amazing battle throughout the entire race, with the last couple laps being Robbie Gordon and Blade Hildebrand. And Blade taking the win. Robbie said he could have got a little more aggressive and pushed him out of the way, but being race number one of the weekend, he didn't quite want to get into that just yet. So that being said, full inversion by points now. So every time they come out on the track, they accumulate points for the weekend. Whoever has got the most points at the end of the weekend is going to be crowned our champion. So we're about 30 seconds away from going green flag racing right now. So that being said, on the front row, sitting on the pole, it's number 55, Gavin Harlan out of Mesa, Arizona. Bill Hines out of Nazareth, PA, in the number 57. He's in the P2 spot. P3, number 60, Travis Mccoy. Jeff Hoffman in the 47 in the number 4 spot. Matty Brabham, he's very, very ill last night and this morning, but he was checked out by medical. He looks like he's going to be all right. He's in the number 83, your current 2018 world champion. Next to him, Ryan Beat, first time ever racing Stadium Super Trucks was yesterday. He finished third out of El Cajon, California. And in the last row, it is Robbie Gordon in the 8th position. Right next to him on the inside is number 68 of Blade Hildebrand. We are about 5 seconds off to going green flag racing. Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks here at COTA. And we are off and running. The green flag as flying out in front right off the bat. That is Gavin Harlan in the number 55 right there. Not good for the rest of the drivers. Gavin Harlan is a guy who has won many races, so many podiums over the last couple of years. Has a mechanical issue yesterday that was kind of self-induced, something he did in the cab of the truck. I guarantee he'll never do it again. So, yeah, it screwed him up for yesterday's race, but it put him on the pole for today. Now it's like a horse race where they have the rabbit or something out in front of you. Well, that's him right now. That's Gavin Harlan. I could be wrong. I'm expecting Gavin Harlan to pull a pretty big lead over these first few laps here. But I'll tell you right now, right behind him, the number 57, United Fiber and Data Andretti Autosport teammate Bill Hines is not letting him go. Bill the Thrill has gotten faster and faster and faster over the years, Les. And I tell you, right here at COTA, he's been putting down some of the best lap times we've seen out of him.
Absolutely. You're going to notice also car number 60, truck number 60, Travis Mccoy. He's been here recently playing around in the rallycross competition, but he's jumped in behind the seat
There is Mccoy right there, the number 60, having a good battle with Jeff Hoffman. Two of them back and forth. As you mentioned, Mccoy, a couple years ago, he raced at the ripe age, I think 13 or 14 years old, Las Vegas in Stadium Super Trucks, struggled. Now, as a young man at 18 years of age, running very well as his first time out in this type of circuit, Stadium Super Trucks, as they go three wide. Brabham to the inside, Hoffman to the outside. Hoffman drops back one spot, maybe two. Blade Hildebrand, he runs it in hot. Up on three wheels right there for Gavin Harlan. Bill Hines says, listen, kid, you are not running away from me, as the two of them are checking out on the pack. Look at that move, threaded the needle.
Through 19, that is not something that usually happens. Usually means somebody goes out.
Yep, Blade Hildebrand up on three right there, two wide. It is Mccoy. Hoffman to the inside, Blade to the outside. Hoffman and Hildebrand side by side over that Toyo Tires ramp as they're 150 miles an hour down the front stretch. Huge elevation changes running all the way downhill to the bottom and back up 130-some feet to the top. Now the apex of turn one, that has been pushed out so they can line up at the jump and hit it a little bit straighter. There is Ryan Beat, third place yesterday in the Continental Tire, number 51. Right now struggling a little bit. Meanwhile, let's look at Robbie Gordon all the way in the back of that bright orange number 7 Speed Energy Menards Toyo Tires truck. Not moving up as quickly as we would expect. But look at, here's the story. Gavin Harlan, he's checking out on the pack. But who's staying right with him is Bill Hines. Great race for him as we got Mccoy, Hoffman, Hildebrand, and Beat. You could throw a blanket over the top of the four of those right now.
Absolutely. Great turnout, great running here with these guys. Appreciate the entire fleet being out. This is a fantastic series. Pretty much everybody is evenly matched with their
Hoffman
equipment.
To the inside, hard, gets into Mccoy with some authority. That was a major aggressive move right there, moving Mccoy completely off the line. Les, I don't mean to interrupt you there, but that was some big-time move right there. Very aggressive pass. This is the last and final race here at COTA for 2018 for Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks, and all the marbles are on the table, man. This is for all the money right now. So if you're going to be aggressive, now's the time to do it, as we're scheduled for 8 laps. We're going to be 3.5 laps into it. That's when the mandatory competition caution will come out. Then they will drag race, elbows up, fighting like a barroom brawl to the checkered flag. Right now, they need to get themselves in a position where they can strike in the second half of the race, and that's what Robbie Gordon's trying to do, is he's trying to apply some pressure to the number 60 of Travis Mccoy.
No kidding. This is rugby on 4 wheels. This is fantastic. I'm loving how much these guys are really just thrashing these trucks. Total different scene. Like I think I said it a few times yesterday. I would have never imagined to see them on this part of the course. Previous visits, we're back in the stadium section with X Games, but
look at the draft come into play right there. Bill Hines got the old one of the oldest tricks in the book right there. I think he may have gotten a little nervous because Gavin Harlan pulled some distance on him that he hadn't been doing before. I would think right there, Bill Hines saw Brabham coming in his rearview mirror, got a little nervous. Brabham snuck right in, right tight to him, inches off his rear bumper, used the draft as they used each other to punch a big hole in the air. And Brabham was able to make that pass, move in the P2, put his sights on Gavin Harlan. Right now, Harlan, smoke off the tires of Harlan's truck. It is Brabham and Hines. That is second and third. There's Robbie Gordon. He gets around Mccoy, able to make that move. So they're a little bit sideways for Harlan, looking comfortable. Matty Brabham's, he's flying nice and straight. Big air for Hildebrand, jumping to the inside as he files in behind Hoffman. Hoffman in the VP Fuels and Lubricants entry. The VP Fuels and Lubricants shootout basically over the next 3 rounds here this weekend here at COTA, next weekend at Texas Motor Speedway, 2 weeks after that at the Grand Prix of Long Beach. You guys at home can follow these guys and Super Trucks on Facebook and Instagram and help vote to see which of these 3 drivers is going to end up getting the full ride for VP Fuels for the rest of 2019, and that's out of Harlan, Hildebrand, and Hoffman is going to be the one of those 3 guys is going to get the full ride. So you guys make sure you get online and vote for that. It's the Continental Tires number 51, still holding off Robbie Gordon, the number 7 Toyo Tires KMC Wheels Menards entry. Now we see Matt Brabham starting to reel in our leaders. Wow, nice pass. Not too aggressive right there. Swapped a little bit of paint, Hoffman did, with Hines. Hines got a 2-for-1 in a negative manner, dropping back if Hoffman and Hildebrand both got by him. Right now, Bill Hines might be playing mind games with himself a little bit. Hoffman skips that jump. Airs on the side of safety. That was a smart move. You are allowed to go around a jump if you're airing on the side of safety. There's only been one person that's ever hit a jump with 2 tires on the ramp, and that's Matt Brabham, and he did it yesterday. And it's the only time he's ever done it without rolling over, as he's done it at Texas Motor Speedway, and it didn't pan out for him. So you are not allowed to gain ground or pass a competitor by missing a ramp. You have to hold your position, but that's better than, of course, rolling over and being on your roof and playing turtle for the rest of the afternoon.
Absolutely.
So there's a good shot of Robbie Gordon looking good. Our leader, Gavin Harlan, he's been leading from the green flag all the way till now. But we are not far off from the mandatory competition caution coming out. That's when the whole pack will get bunched back up together again. Smoke off the tires of Blade Hildebrand. He gets into the back of Hoffman a little bit, the number 47.
Who?
And there we go. That is the mandatory competition caution. Race control, Jason Smith, USAC, may talk to the drivers a little bit. The drivers can't talk back, which is a good thing. Yeah, but Jason Smith can talk to them. They were racing to turn 6 right there, which is the cutoff, the short part of the circuit there, and that's when the caution comes out. So they are allowed to race to that section. We may have had a competitor or two that possibly went raced a little further than they needed to, and we're about to find out right now as I'm listening to race control. Looking like they're happy with the way everything panned out, so they're in a full comp caution right now. They are going to go back to green at the first ramp on the front stretch, which is going to be the Toyo Tires ramp, jumping down that hill. Your leader, Gavin Harlan, in the number 55, he will set the pace for this restart. So right now, Gavin Harlan looking comfortable. He has the speed to win here this weekend, but right behind him, Matt Brabham. Obviously, we know Matt Brabham, our 2018 world champion. He's got the speed and ability to do it, but he was violently ill last night and not feeling good this morning. But huge kudos going out to the COTA medical team here. Stopped in, saw all the girls in there. They were very happy to help out Matt Brabham, got him feeling better, came out, took some pictures of the truck. What a great group. You know, safety is of the utmost importance for Super Trucks and here at COTA, and what a great team of medics they have here.
Fantastic.
Helping the drivers out, and you know, they know their job is to make sure that everyone stays safe, and if you're safe and you're healthy, you get the okay to go racing, and the wonderful medical team here was able to do that and send Matt Brabham back out. So here we are.
That's not a group we highlight too much, but it is actually a top-rated medical facility in that little small contained purpose.
And it's so important, man. As you know, motorsports, you've got to stay as safe as you can, and to have a team as talented as those guys is kudos and hats off to COTA.
Absolutely.
And everyone here for making sure that that's happening. So we are about to go green flag racing. Harlan, the number 55, he's going to set the pace off this jump. Stands on the loud pedal right at the last minute. Off and running. 4 laps to go. It's a ballroom brawl all the way to the checkered flag, Les.
Fantastic. Gavin sporting some beautiful colors from Bill Patterson's Motion Sports. That is a fantastic hand-painted truck this weekend.
Oh,
came in as a blank Kappas.
Look at Hoffman got a jump on Brabham on the restart. Hoffman not able to make it work. Gets pushed over a little bit right there. Brabham back into P2, but big pressures. You're almost 3 wide going through turn 3 right there. It is Harlan, Brabham, Hildebrand, and Hoffman. Hildebrand and Hoff have been having a heck of a race today. They have been back and forth swapping positions. Bill Hines, he's still in the mix. He's running in P5 right now. Behind him, it is the Continental Tires of Ryan Beats in the 51. So right now, Harlan looking really good. Had a mechanical problem, like I said, self-induced yesterday. But he's not having that problem today. He's got a lot of work cut out of him. A lot of family and friends here from the Austin area, living in this area years ago, and now back here with a lot of support. And it seems like every time we come to Texas, Harlan performs. I'm not saying he does it anywhere else, but Texas is his place. This is his jam here racing in Texas, and the people love him. And so he's looking comfortable, looking good right now. Not really cracking under this pressure that he's got going on behind him, just running his own race. So right there, Mccoy trying to get around Robbie Gordon, not able to make it happen. Gordon hikes it up on 3. Hildebrand to the inside of the 83 of the Carlisle driver of Matt Brabham. He's going to try to make it stick. He's not lifting, leaning on Brabham. Is he going to make it work? Now Brabham's to the inside.
Ooh.
Hildebrand a little loose right there. I thought Hoffman was going to stuff it in there on Hildebrand, not able to make that one stick. Up on 3 wheels. Look at both Harlan and Brabham running wide, but not as wide as Robbie Gordon. Look at him off in the distance. That bright orange Speed Energy number 7 really carrying his speed around that last turn. Now we're starting to separate the packs a little bit right here. It is Beat and Hines. Hines making another pass on Beat. I don't know if Beat ever got up in front of him. 3 laps left to go. The front pack checking out on everyone else. Big pressure right here.
Ooh.
Oh, Hildebrand gets in the back of Brabham. Hoffman gets in the back of Hildebrand. Big contact. Now, Hines, he gets into Gordon. Gordon and Hines, they force Beat around the Continental jump. The Continental truck goes around the Continental jump, not able to make it work. And it looks like Hines, he got the short end of the stick on that one, as Robbie Gordon got a 2-for-1. He gets past Hines and gets by Beat. He's got his sights set on the leaders. Only 2.5 laps left to go, basically. I don't know if that's enough time for Robbie Gordon to catch this lead pack.
Hey, well, as you said, you don't have to come in first any of the times to win. And so the championship, this is one of them that mathematically Gordon's still in a good place.
Yeah, so anything can happen right now. Gordon's not in a bad spot. Not in a good spot, but not in a bad spot, Les. Consistency wins championships, and it also wins overalls at weekends and circuits like this at a great place like Circuit of the Americas. But I tell you, performance is A1 right now out of the number 55 of Gavin Harlan. He is not paying attention to anything that's going on behind him. He's just running his own race, looking super comfortable, mistake-free. Look at him going from one side, jumping across the track to the other, picking his lines, holding his lines, running so well. Gavin Harlan, the number 55, just really in the zone right now. As we see, there is Hines and Mccoy having their own fight. Matty Brabham, as we said, he was a little ill. Is that slowing him down? I don't think so. I think right now Harlan is just so on it and on his game right now that Matt Brabham, it's one thing to run with him. It's going to be a whole nother deal to get by Harlan. And so that being said, these two guys, they need to do well. They both had problems yesterday. Neither of them finishing where they wanted to be in race number 1. As we are 2 laps to go. Brabham trying to get the draft, not close enough. Stepped out a little bit early right there. Going up wide, he's going to try to give him the old juke. Goes wide, he's going to try to dive to the inside. As he does, a little late, not able to pass right there, but far enough in front of Hildebrand and Hoffman to not cause an issue. Both of them switching lanes, jumping from the outside to the inside. That's the hot line through turns 1 and 2.
I'm watching Hildebrand in 68th there. He's looking to redeem himself after the rollover after the finish line yesterday. He might be sitting there waiting on these two to take each other out.
And you know what, Les? You might have just really hit on the money right there. That very well may happen. We're down with 1.5 laps to go. They're going to get more aggressive. Matt Brabham's not just going to say, hey, I'll just take second. That's not what Matty Brabs does. That's not what the Brabham family does. Gavin Harlan, he's like, you can do whatever you want, but you're going to work for it. And that's exactly what's going to happen. As he goes to the inside, is he going to lean on him? Leans a bit, rolls the truck over a little bit up on 2. Not too much pressure. That was cleaner than I expected it to be. Brabham moves into the lead. Harlan into P2. Hildebrand tries to dive to the inside. Hoffman says, all 3 of you just take each other out, and I will just march myself right to the top of the podium here. Harlan to the inside, not giving up. Oh, an aggressive pass. Really moving guys out of the way. That is Stadium Super Trucks Racing. When you're coming down to a lap and a half left to go, there's nothing wrong with that. Put those elbows up. Move the guys out of the way. We're racing for an overall in a 2019 championship, which starts this weekend.
There you go. Hildebrand just haunting these guys.
Look at Brabham back to the inside. Harlan made a bit of a mistake. Didn't see Hildebrand there, I don't believe. Tried to move over there, got into Hildebrand. All of them real wide. Look at who's back. Robbie Gordon's back. He's in the mix. These guys have slowed each other down up front. Gordon gets in the mix right now. Ryan Beat gets his Continental truck into the mix. So right now, Carlisle, number 83, out in front. White flag is flying. 1 lap left to go. Right now it is Matty Brabham, Gavin Harlan, Blade Hildebrand to the outside. His hood is shoved up in his face. That makes it difficult to see. Diving to the inside, it's Hoffman. He tries to move into P2. Does he make it stick? Yes, Hoff. Yes, he does. Moves into P2, sets his sights on our leader. What a great, smart move as we got our top 5 trucks racing for a win right now. Matty Brabham, he checks out. He knows, hey, coming to the finish line. I need to get to the last turn with enough of a lead so they can't use the draft against me. If they're hot on your tail and you're in first place, that's not necessarily the hot setup and where you want to be. Look at, there's Ryan B. What a performance from him this weekend. First time out in Stadium Super Trucks, first time on this type of circuit, racing on asphalt, and boy, has he performed this weekend with a third place yesterday and racing for a lead with these top 5 trucks right now. Impressive run for the Continental driver, Ryan B. There we go, Matt Brabham. Looking smooth. Hoffman, always calm, always cool, always collected. That is Jeff Hoffman in the VP Fuels and Lubricants truck right there in P2. Gavin Harlan, number 55. He's starting to see it slip away. He's not going to be happy with that. Blade Hildebrand, he wants to race up front with him, but he's got Robbie Gordon hot on his tail, and he knows Gordon's got a lot of tricks, and he might not be quite as kind to him today as he has in the past or yesterday alone, as that hood's starting to fly up in front of Hildebrand. That's definitely going to slow him down, not just aerodynamically, because these trucks are not super aerodynamic, but just his vision is going to slow him down. Smoke off the tires of the Carlisle number 83. Up on 3 wheels, Matt Brabham standing on the loud pedal. Robbie Gordon way, way wide. Carries his speed, drops back in behind Hildebrand. Right now, there is Matt Brabham looking good, coming down to the checkered flag. It looks like it's going to be the 83 of Matty Brabham. Takes the checkered flag for his first one of 2019. Behind him, it is Hoffman, Harlan, Hildebrand, and Robbie Gordon runs out your top 5. What a great race there, Les.
There you go. Some elbows, some banging, some shouldering, some flat-out punching in a few turns there. That's what we like. That's exciting to me. There we go. You know, there was a time that you'd get fined 25,000 pounds for doing a donut in a Formula One car. Not the same here in the trucks. Loving this celebration up on.
All right, Brad. So, the weekend didn't go quite the way you wanted in the beginning, but then with consistency and everything, you end up with the overall. You've got to be happy for your Carlisle team taking home the championship here in COTA for race number 1.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the goal, is to get the prize money, get the Carlisle truck on the top step, and get the overall win. And it wasn't looking too flash there in the first race. I mean, it was. And then Blade and I got into a bit of a scuffle. We were dodging, each other, swapping paint. And I came off second best and lost the brakes. So yeah, I finished 6th in the first race. But I basically knew I had to win today. I had to win today to get the win and overall. And Robbie would have had to have finished like a couple of places behind. So I was constantly looking in the mirror, making sure where he was. And he got into a battle at the end there, and just didn't quite make it far enough up the grid. So I came away with the overall just. I think it was so close on points. I mean, there was all of us in that last group at the end were all tied on points. So whoever won the race is going to get the overall, and that's why we're all putting it on the line, shoving down the inside, and it was an awesome race, and I had great fun, and I just come away with the overall, so I'm pretty happy.
But with that being said, how important is your qualifying points?
Oh, it's mega, yeah. And the qualifying is very important. You got to, you get 5 points for getting on pole, and you get the prize money too. I mean, that's also a big incentive. So the beer, you might have to buy a couple of people beers afterwards, but no, it's definitely worth it. So yeah, no, qualifying was big. I got that, and that's basically what saved me for the overall this weekend.
There you go. Congratulations on a great start to 2019.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, cheers. Let's go.
And you all feel good today?
Yeah, I feel a lot better than I did last night. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I was
nice
obviously
recovery.
pretty sick, and the medical team, pumped me full of the good juices this morning with the IV, and I feel a lot better now, and obviously winning feels good too. So yeah, it's a lot better.
The best medicine.
Stick around with me, guys.
You got to be happy with that. And all in all, great weekend of racing here for Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks.
Yeah, I think it was really good, Sean. I think the competition was good. Obviously, the long straightaway here at the front produced that long, big draft catch-up that we had. And as you saw going into the last lap, there was 5 of us that piled into turn 1 together. And when you can put 5 cars competing for the win like that, that's exciting racing. And fortunate enough that we got a formula right now that's working for us.
We got a couple competitors that are new to the series and some that are improving. That really added to the racing this weekend here. That really caught on quick.
Well, how about Hines? I mean, Hines was on the gas. I mean, for him to be there at the end of halfway, still sitting in P2, that was impressive. Brabham, was sitting, I think, 3rd or 4th at that time, and it turned into a really, really competitive race for that last dash.
Right on. All in all, it was a great weekend here in COTA. We're hoping to come back, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a great facility. Really cool that the track has some character. You know, it has elevation change, it has some S-turns. The way we cut through the chicane over there at the cut across is pretty neat because it's so narrow. You're kind of pitching it sideways and then shooting through there. So fun track, really enjoyed it, and looking forward to hopefully coming back again.
Well, congratulations all you guys, everything for being here. All right, Gav. So this weekend, kind of an up and down roller coaster for you, man. A bit of a struggle, but then being up on the podium, you had the speed the whole time. Yesterday you had a mechanical issue that may or may not have been self-inflicted. Today you did have a bit of mechanical. Tell me overall what your thoughts are on this weekend.
Yeah, it's definitely a bittersweet weekend, like you said. Yesterday I had that belt come off and overheating on my part, so that kind of hurt us today too. But I'm still happy to just come out with at least one podium after DNFing yesterday. I definitely didn't want to start the year off with 2 DNFs, and I was just holding on at the end of today's race, hoping I would make it. And I'll take a 3rd place with the hurt truck, and I don't know if I can get 3rd with the hurt truck. Gives me some confidence. Not the way I wanted to do it, but looking on to one of my best tracks, Texas Motor Speedway next weekend, and just get as many wins as I can because I'm going to need a lot to be Matty Brown.
Right on, man. Well, congratulations on your 3rd, and next weekend should be a banger for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope so.
Right on. Perfect. Awesome.
Sorry. I just grabbed your ass. I apologize.
Good. All right, so you start to me. So, Bill, you've been doing this a long time. You're getting faster and faster. Today, in my opinion, and just said by Robbie Gordon, that was the best race. I mean, you were so racy out there. You had an opportunity to not just be at a podium. You could have won that race.
Yeah.
I mean, you were really good. In the beginning, I thought Gavin Harlan was going to check out on you. You absolutely did not let that happen. And this was the best Bill Hines we've ever seen. Tell me a little bit about how do you find all this speed?
Well, just clearing your head in the off season. I took some time off, and you got to get your mind right, and I did that. And I've been running that Nissan GTR program. That really helped me. Working with Robbie and Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed really gave me some really good pointers. I mean, he's an SST legend. The kid's 21 years old, but he's an SST legend, and already, he could be in the SST Hall of Fame. So Robbie had him work with me in the off season. Matty Brown's been working with me in the off season, and I knew Gavin was a check. I knew I had something for him, and unfortunately my alternator went, and I lost some power, and that's why I dropped back. It wasn't because the old Bill Hines. I did what Sheldon said. I don't look in the rearview mirror, and I wasn't. I was looking ahead. I mean, anytime someone tried to pass me, I tried to give them something back, and I tried to make it hard for Robbie and Ryan to pass me, and yeah. So I mean, that's what it was. I mean, a couple times I felt like I could have. I was right on Gavin's bumper, and I felt like I could have passed him, but I thought it was just better just to stay with him, and but when I lost power, there's nothing I could do, and hey, that's racing.
And you've proven in the past that the shorter courses is where you shine. That's where your podiums come from, your wins come from.
Yep.
Now you're getting faster here, but you're taking this speed on the asphalt and taking the short course combination. Going next week in Texas Motor Speedway, you've got to feel confident going into that type of circuit with everything you learned and the way you've progressed.
Yeah, I mean, when I got my first win back in Lake Elsinore, I actually was driving to the track that day, and someone was in the car with me, and I said, I really feel like I can win this season, and right off the bat. So, I really feel like I can do some really good this season and stay competitive with these guys. I think Bill Hines has arrived now to be with that main pack. You give me a good truck, I'm going to be there for sure.
Right on. You got a lot of people who are helping you out and things. Tell me who's putting the truck on the track for you this weekend.
What?
Who's helping you put the truck on the track this weekend? Who are your sponsors?
Bill fucking Hines, motherfucker.
No. Oh, okay.
They'll edit
that. Okay. Yeah, so I'd like to thank the Multi-Platinum Rock Band Live. I mean, they're one of my main sponsors, and Chad Taylor, Ed Kowalczyk, Pat Dahlheimer, and Chad Gracie. They're on tour all year with Bush. You got to go check them out. You catch me at some of the races, and United Fiber and Data, YRK Creative, Sparco, Rockwell, Continental Tires, man. I'd like to thank them. I got to test them in the rain with Sheldon, and I was immediately impressed with the Continental tires. And they provide a good product, and I'm excited to race with them all year.
There you go. Congratulations on what I consider an awesome weekend, Bill.
Thank you. Yeah.